Oh, welcome back, everybody. So as you saw, I have made quite a few changes here to the bay. Mainly clearing out this whole section here and doing a little bit of terraforming here because I didn't like the way it looked. And then I got rid of that big pile there, and I encased this or changed this over to be cobblestone because that's going to be the base for the lighthouse. That's what that's called, lighthouse. And I tell you, this new water stuff is a pain. Oh, I've got this lookout here so I can, because I thought it'd be, get a good view here. This makes it a little easier to see what I'm doing. But that's like I was saying, the water is kind of a pain because it doesn't handle like the old stuff did. And it, because I'll end up picking up water and leaving an empty block here and there, which is weird. It just doesn't seem to fill in as good as it did before. Well, I'm heading over here just to show you one other thing, a tragedy that happened. So this was all the hill here, and this all goes down. There's a ravine underneath there, and I came into this. So we have a spawner. I have no idea what type of spawner it is, or was. As you see, it's empty. Because I was over here digging through the cave, and I came into the room, and there were two creepers here. And they both blew up. There was no water in at the time. So that was, and it blew up the chests, it blew up the spawner. I did get a few things out of the chest. Hey, yeah, it blew the top off. That was all gravel. So that was kind of, not kind of, highly disappointing, because it would have been so great to have a spawner right here. I mean, look how close the village is. That is the perfect location for a spawner. So I can only hope maybe there's another one around here. I don't hold out much hope. I did find another spawner. Ooh, must be a dolphin nearby. How quick you can fly with the dolphins. So I did find another spawner. So I was digging out a bunch of stuff, and I went through, I guess, 2 shovels. And I'm not getting any, I don't have any XP to get, to fix my mending shovel, so I just had a normal shovel. So I was running through here, killing pigs and cows and mining. There are a lot of ravines in this area. This whole thing. Oops, zombie flesh. I wonder where that came from. I did not think I was close enough to spawn zombies. Unless I was from before, and I went through here before it despawned. That's kind of unnerving, I guess. It'd be the unnerving instead of nerving. Because I don't want the zombies to eat my villagers. So anyhow, I came over to the swamp, and there's a little thing over there. So we're going to head over there. I did get a saddle, so I can tame one of the horses now. Swim with the fishies. And I was over here killing squid, because they're easy to kill and they give you XP. Until I can get a good farm set up. But speaking of farms, I heard moaning and groaning and grumbling below. So I went down here, and there's a bunch of caves over here to look at. And I did digging. I was trying to find where all the groaning, because I could hear zombies and stuff. So I kind of wove my way through and came to this right here. So it's actually not too far away. A little bit of meat in there. So that one's not too far away. And then I kept hearing zombies and stuff, and I came around. I was coming up this way here, and I saw that. And if we go over here, that's a skeleton spawner. The other one was a zombie spawner. I've still got a bunch of stuff in the chest, so I'll get that, and I've got a depth strider book. So I left some of that, just hoping it won't blow up. That has a dirt roof, interesting. So there's nothing really else in this, nothing really to look at in the caves anymore, because of the time I spent down here mining, because I need to get enough XP to repair my shovel. So I slept a few nights here. So far I just found swamp here, but at least I've got these two spawners here, so I can at least create a rail system or something to get over here real quick. So that'll make it a little easier. It's still not as great as having one right next to that lighthouse area. That would have been perfect. I mean, that was like ideal. It just was so irritating. I didn't catch it on film. That would have been something probably to have caught on video. Oops, excuse me. I've got my fingers all messed up there. So that catches you up to where I'm at. So what I need to do now is start laying out the docks for the bay. Because they're going to go all the way around the bay. Oh, don't fall in the hole. The village should be right over the hill here. Yeah, so actually it's at a spawner there, and I've got two spawners over there. So that's actually not too bad. So maybe I'll get lucky and find another spawner closer. I think I can get those two spawners back there hooked up together. So I'll have to find a nice sweet spot to stand in. But maybe I can get them both going at the same time. And they are high enough up that I don't have to monkey around with water mechanics getting my zombies to and my skeletons to float, because they now sink in the water, which is quite a hassle if you're trying to build a zombie elevator. Let's see, do I want to start on this side or that side? I have a feeling this whole town right here is going to look quite different. In fact, I'm probably going to get rid of most of this. Probably all through there. So this would all be docks, and then there's going to be a row of buildings all the way behind it. And then docks all through there with a row of buildings behind it. So maybe I will start over here and work on this and ignore this, because I think the docks will... I'm going to get rid of these buildings, I believe, and just go around that way through... I think I can see... Yeah, so there's beach over there. So kind of go around over there. This might be a dock here. We'll move the farms out. So the first thing to do, let's set some pillars down. And what I want to do is 1, 2. Let's get rid of that. Put a pillar there. Like that. And I have my respiration and aqua affinity hat on, and my depth strider. I've repaired those, so that way I can move around in the water some. Go over here and do that. So that is the start. Oh, and it's nighttime. So let me, I do believe I have a bed over here. So I'm going to go use it. Yep, there it is. Oh, nope. Oh my, where did I put it? Did I move it? Did I move it? I think I moved it. No? Oh no! Oh, okay. Whew. There we go. Okay. So I will get a little shut-eye and be back in a minute. So I'm starting to get the pillars here for where the deck is going to go. I think I'm leaving a little space, but I don't need to leave that much space. So this will go out. Let's see, we can move this one out 2 more. So behind here, put another pillar here. Let's go down like that. This rounded corner is going to give me a little bit of fits here. Makes me need to think a bit, which is sometimes difficult, but we can overcome that disability. Come on, let's stand on it. Maybe that'll help. I have an axe, yes, I'm not using it. Okay, so that'll go there, and then that'll continue that way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I'm putting 4 in between, and I don't know if that's going to be a problem or not. I always figure I can build on either side of it too. That corner is going to look a little weird, but then it'll go off that way. And this is where the gate to this swamp will be. I thought it'd be easier just to stick these pillars in here first, just to give me a brief outline of what's going on here. Oops. Yeah, I'll get rid of that later. So like there, I see this over here. I can't have that on dirt. Rock is fine. Dirt, no. Dirt is not buildable. At least in real life, and I'm just... Sometimes I just don't like building suspended things with no physics taken into account. Oh, come on. So that kind of gives us an outline of what that's going to look like. And I'm going to just put these... Oops, where's that at? I've got these oak wood blocks here. Like that. And then the roof, not the roof, the dock is going to do this. I seem to bob more now than I used to. Oh, come on. Like that. So that is what the dock is going to start to look like. Where's my axe? Let's do the axe. Put another one there. So then nothing will be able to spawn on the dock, which is good. I can't put boxes and stuff on it, but I really don't want to do it. I want to keep it nice and clean. This is just more trouble right here. Because I think, yeah, those are all going to break off. I may end up having to grow some more trees. let's finish this section here. I think it worked. Yeah, I think that works. That gives me a nice huge deck. The boats all come up over in here, so I can put some moorings in here with some boats. And then buildings are going to be back here with walkways either leading up into them or they'll be over the water themselves. So like we'll have little water channels in between. So that is the general gist of things. I think I'm going to leave it there for now. And I'll work on this in the meantime. And when we come back, maybe work on the lighthouse. Or see how much of this I've got done and then we can work on that. So I want to thank you for watching this episode. Oh, come on. Okay, thank you for watching this episode. Hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.